Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Forget What You Heard. I'm Aaron.
And I'm Luke.
Today is a sad day in American football. Yours truly, one of my favorite players this year, an honorary herder, Cam Akers,
Yeah,
tore his ACL.
terrible news, man. Cam Akers was going to be a league winner in fantasy, was going to be a big part of that Los Angeles Rams team. And tough break, man. Was just training and happened to tear his Achilles. But hey, that's why you go get those running backs early and often because they're going to start falling. We're going to start seeing some injuries. It's just part of the game. It's unfortunate, though.
Why does it have to happen?
Especially like that, man. Cam Akers coming into his sophomore year was going to explode. And just a young guy and such a great opportunity. It's really sad.
Yeah, here's my dog. Actually, shed a couple tears this morning. Got the news from Luke, actually.
Yeah.
You didn't give it to me softly either. You just told me straight up.
Yeah, I didn't know any other way. I
Yeah,
mean,
I appreciate it, but you could have been like, "Hey, man, did you hear the news about Cam?" But you're like, "Nah, Cam tore his Achilles."
because that's how I got it, man. I was just like, dang, that's tough. So I just like, it is what it is, man.
This won't be this is the first big one for fantasy, but this won't be the last.
No, it won't. It never is.
Who's the next one?
Hmm. See, you never know. It's so unpredictable. No one knew Cam Akers was going to go down the way he went down. So, um, I don't know. Hard to tell, man.
He's in good spirits, though. That's all I like to see.
Yeah,
He
for
tweeted
sure.
out, "Thanks for all the prayers. God has a plan. So I don't ever question it." And I just said, "You know what, man? You got a special place in my heart."
So, what does this mean next for the Rams? You think they're going to bring in another back, or is it Darrell Henderson season?
I mean, I heard there's, all those free agent running backs, Lamar Miller, Todd Gurley, Reunion, Adrian Peterson,
Frank Gore, maybe.
Lavian. I just hope they give it to Daryl.
Someone get Frank Gore to Los Angeles, man. Let's make it happen.
Daryl. Daryl Henderson.
I mean, he's going to be the guy, but you're going to need a replacement, man.
Oh, yeah, I saw their depth chart. I didn't know the other two.
I saw there's some trades, that are kind of being thrown out there after the injury. Melvin Gordon
Yeah,
was a name that was mentioned.
night night.
Uh, yeah, just some interesting trade. I don't
Yeah,
know.
let's do the Melvin Gordon one, man. We need Javonte Williams season.
Yeah, that one was interesting because like the Rams kind of bought all in, made a lot of big moves, spent a lot of money, kind of in for this year and for the next year. So I mean, if you're all in, you might as well go get, um, a Melvin Gordon guy like that to replace him.
I'd be a happy camper over yonder here.
Why you don't want to see Melvin in Denver?
I want to see Javonte.
You're kind of tired of Melvin.
No, I like Melvin.
I like Melvin too. I think he's solid. He's kind of overlooked, but he's on the final year of his deal. It doesn't really mean much to Denver drafting that running back. So
What do we get for him?
not much. 4th-round pick. Because I mean, what he's making like $8 million.
I would like that a lot, actually. Javonte Williams and Royce Freeman.
Mike Boone,
Mike Budenholzer.
I guess. I thought it was interesting.
Did you hear about Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers.
They offered him to be the highest paid player in the NFL, and he turned it down.
I saw that 2-year deal.
What's up?
He doesn't want to be there anymore.
I think he's doing a lot of psilocybins, man. I don't think money. I mean, if you put that in front of 99.9% of people, especially they're gonna take it and be grateful. And dude, you're making a whole bunch of money, but money's not everything to him, I guess. He's been in Montana recently, Lake Tahoe. Great settings to
Yeah, I guess
partake.
he's not worried about the money because I mean that was one of the reasons that people thought he was kind of holding out was because he wasn't getting the contract he's been asking for. But to get 2 years, will be the largest amount of money in 2 years that anyone's ever gotten. So the fact that he turned that down, it's obviously not a money problem. It's a Packers problem. He doesn't like the front office. He doesn't like what's going on over there. And that Jordan Love pick kind of backfired in hindsight.
I don't think it's the Packers. I guess it has to be, but with that kind of money,
You think he's
I
done with football?
I need to. Is his Spotify playlist public?
No, there's no way. He's the least public person on earth.
I know, but there's like celebrity ones on there. I want to see if he's getting into a lot of like Fish, Spangle, Grateful Dead.
I guess that would say a lot, huh?
Yeah, then I would know the answer.
Who knows,
He wants
man?
to live off the land.
And it's weird too how he was like doing Jeopardy, doing like playing golf, like the vacation and with his girlfriend and the other guy, I forget his name, but just him kind of living his life, doing the things he wants to do is kind of like it's almost like he doesn't really care about football at this point. He's kind of looking past it.
Yeah, I think he's made enough money, but
And like I think he wants or wanted to play his whole career today. Like I think that was his goal, but the fact that, things aren't working out, I guess just now it's um kind of broken apart the relationships. So instead of like wanting to go play somewhere else, maybe he's just like I'm just gonna hang it up, because I did want to be a Packer my whole career, but now it's like it's not gonna work out.
maybe I think he plays, man.
Yeah, I think he does too if I were to place a bet, but probably not in Green Bay at this point.
Yeah, we all know him. We know where he's going.
Or Denver.
You bet your buns.
What does Denver give up for Aaron Rodgers at this point?
I think they have to give away. I don't know. Drew Lock would probably be a part of it. A few first round picks, or a lot of draft picks. Maybe like a Bradley Chubb, Von Miller, something like that.
Hmm.
Throw in Melvin Gordon. Oh, they don't need him.
No, they got one of the best RB tandems in
Throw
the
in
league.
like KJ Hamler or something. You know what? Shoot. Throw in Cortland Sutton. We got our number one down there.
Yeah, I don't know if they necessarily be looking for a receiver.
Well, if Devontae's talking about, you know,
I guess if they ship him out with Rodgers, unless they send him to the Raiders, because that seems like that's like where he's gonna go.
what if the Broncos got Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers?
I don't think I could see Denver doing that. I could see or Las Vegas doing it, but I think Denver just has their eyes set on Rodgers. They don't really need Adams. I don't think they want to pay for him either. I mean, Denver's receiving core is one of the best. Honestly, it's up there with, the best receiving cores in the league.
I don't think so just yet.
How could you not?
They're too young. No one's proved anything.
Well, you got Sutton, you got Judy, you got Hamler, you got Tim Patrick, Noah Fant. Like that's really good and really young.
No one's done it for more than 2 years.
Yeah, but I mean, what other receiving cores are better? All the way from the top to the
Many,
bottom.
many.
Give me some.
There's a lot.
Yeah, I need some.
Oh, top to bottom?
Yeah, 5 deep.
Cardinals, Arizona,
Yeah, fair. Even though they haven't, I mean,
the Titans.
they only have two.
What about Josh Renz?
He's a number 3, but that's not even a great number 3.
He was going to be their number 2.
Exactly.
He's
That's not very
a good
man.
player.
Is he better than Tim Patrick or Hamler?
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could throw them up there, but I'm just saying they are one of the best receiving cores, along with Noah Fant, Williams. Like if Rodgers goes there, he's thrown in there. I mean, it's a great offense. I mean, there's no arguing that. Better than the Packers.
I feel like the Eagles are going to be the ones that land Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, that's the report. Is it? I mean, is he actually going to play football this year though?
No, I think they said they'd go really hard after him if his legal issues were resolved.
I don't think they are, because I don't think like Busby's side is going to settle for anything less than, you know, like a lot of money. I mean, the right decision is to settle, but that's going to be a lot of money.
Yeah, there's still a lot of mud in the water that hasn't settled yet.
No, not at all.
There's a lot of sediment in the water.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like Galveston right now.
Yeah, poop water.
You ever bathed in it?
Bathed? No, I've swam in it.
I once used it as a toilet.
Ah,
It's a true story.
maybe that's why it's the color it is now,
Oh, you think I went number 2?
or whatever you're doing down there.
Well, I mean, doesn't everyone pee in the pool, or is that just me?
I mean, I used to, but I mean, it doesn't
Some about
take that much time to dry off and go in the restroom either.
Yeah, it does, man.
Nah.
Man, something about that chlorine and the
Think
warmth of it.
about what you're doing when you're peeing in the pool, though.
I always ask the lifeguard if this is one of the pools that has the, when you pee, it shows that you're peeing. Like there's a
The
dye.
blue shows up blue. Yeah.
Yeah, I always have to ask him because I don't want to get caught pee-peeing.
Yeah, just don't pee in the pool, man.
Or maybe it's the hot tub
It's not
because
cool to pee in the pool.
it doesn't affect anyone. The chlorine disinfects everyone.
No, you're swimming in it, dude.
Peeing is fine.
I used to do it all the time. I'm going to be completely honest, but I mean, just thinking about it for a minute, it doesn't take that much longer to dry off and go inside.
It's inconvenient.
Normal human being.
It's inconvenient to me.
Hey, that's fair, man.
Yeah, man.
But with Deshaun Watson and the Eagles, does that mean Jalen Hurts is going to Houston? I guess he would have to, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they're probably giving up, 2 or 3 first? Because I know they have a lot of first rounders after the Wentz trade. I think they have 3 the next 2 years. And I think they have 2 seconds next year with the Colts. Something like that.
Do you think the Eagles' future is bright?
I wouldn't say that.
Neither would I.
But I mean, if they get Watson, you got your franchise QB at least.
Wait, no, maybe we're not giving them enough credit. They're real young.
They're not real young, though.
Like their skill positions?
Yeah, their skill positions are, but your O-line is older and injury prone. You're paying big dollars for your older defensive players. Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, Darius Slay, like in their 30s, and they're getting paid a whole bunch of money.
Yeah, they're in a bad situation.
So, I mean, they're going to be locked up with them for a few years money-wise, and then they're just going to start depreciating because they're not young anymore. They're not going to get any better. And then, like, their offensive line is real good when they're healthy, but they're old. JT, one of the best in the league, but he's old man, probably retire. Brandon Brooks was one of the best guards in the league for a few years. He's old, tore his Achilles last year. He's getting paid like crazy amount of money. And then Lane Johnson. Like, those are all good players when they're healthy, but they're old and they're getting paid a lot. So, I mean, like, for the future, I wouldn't say it's bright, honestly, with all those high-paying old players.
I appreciate you being honest. Because I was waiting for you to, look at the glass half full.
You were taking that route with Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, Jalen Reagor, Jalen Hurts, Miles Sanders.
I was baiting you. So
Those guys are young bulls.
Yeah, I was baiting you, but you didn't take the bait.
Nah, man, I'm on to you now, man. Your games are too easy.
Not really.
So you don't like the Eagles or what?
No, I don't like the Eagles.
You don't think they have a bright future?
I like some of their players, but no. I kind of hope they don't have a bright future.
Why?
Is there any Eagles fans watching?
But why? What?
Put an L in the chat.
But for what reason though?
I think it's mainly because you're a fan.
But why would that make you against them?
I just don't like Philadelphia. I don't know. I don't really like the
Hmm.
Sixers. I don't like the Flyers. I don't like the Phillies.
But you don't have anything against like Detroit teams or anything.
Why did you bring up Detroit? Because you hate them so much.
No, it's just you don't have any issues with any other cities. But then when it comes to like the Eagles and Philly, it's like,
Well, they booed Santa Claus, and I'll never forgive them for that.
so Santa Claus ain't even
And something
here.
happened in Philly. Didn't a fan do something? Slap the backboard?
Probably. They're crazy, man.
That one wasn't that bad. Or did they throw the water bottle? No, that wouldn't happen.
No, that was Phoenix. And the
No, they
Clippers?
threw it at. It was the Celtics because they threw it at Kyrie.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking the Westbrook. Remember?
Remember what?
The Westbrook one?
Oh, it was Philly. The popcorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, they're just classless.
Hey, I'm not saying I'm for the city or anything. I just like the Eagles. Ever since I was a young boy, Donovan McNabb, Terrell Owens, Brian Westbrook, Brian Dawkins. The team was just easy to watch,
Jason
easy to
Avant.
root for. Yeah. Sante Samuel. That team was just super fun. My favorite team in Madden growing up, so I fell in love with them.
Ever since I was a young boy, I played the silver ball. From Soho down to Triton, I must have played them all.
You have a really bad singing voice.
Have you ever heard of Tom Waits?
Yeah. Fish in the jailhouse night.
You actually have you have a singing voice like uh, a mating bald eagle.
That must be very majestic.
It's disturbed.
Yeah. I have my singing moments.
You only sound good when you're singing along with Chester Bennington. Rest in peace. I think today was his anniversary of his death.
Wow. Rest in peace, man.
You want to do a duet?
I don't even think I know a song.
You don't know any Linkin Park?
In the end, doesn't even matter.
Wow, that wasn't bad.
Try so hard. Na, na, na.
Yeah.
But to be honest, yeah, I don't. I mean, if you brought some song names up, I'd probably recognize them, but not the biggest Linkin Park fan, but I respect them.
I'm not a big Linkin Park fan either.
You know any of their songs?
I know that one song. In the end, it doesn't even matter, sir.
Yeah, something like that.
It's the same song you just sang.
Yeah, it might have been. But yeah, man, what's going on, man? NBA Finals?
I got a lot I want to get off my chest.
Yeah, what are you doing, man? Let's get into it.
I want to talk about Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
All right, we can stay on that touch.
What touch?
Running backs in the NFL.
Yeah, you're dang right we can.
I'm ready, man.
Because now that moves up Clyde into the top 5.
For what, fantasy?
Yeah.
What?
I think I had Cam Akers really high.
I mean, you could say like top 12, but top 5, man? What?
What do you mean?
He's not even. Nah, I'm not gonna.
You're not even relevant, man.
That's not what I said at all, man.
He is a mighty mouse and the best offense in the league. Have I said this before?
What about him?
Have I talked about Clyde like this?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I just love him pass catching. I like him in that offense. I
Wait,
think
for fantasy? Or just in general?
in general.
Oh.
I think this is his breakout year, but everyone's sleeping on him.
Could be. I think he could be. I think he's a good target in the second round for fantasy. He could burst onto the scene.
Speaking of sleepers or sleeping, this isn't a paid advertisement, but I wear Depends every night, and I've been able to sleep through the night
I don't understand.
without getting up to use the restroom.
What are Depends?
Adult diapers?
Do you wear those to sleep every night?
Yeah, I started.
You having issues with wetting the bed?
No, none of that. I just pee a lot. Like I have an overactive bladder. And it disrupts my peeing cycle.
So you wear a diaper just in case?
I wear a diaper so I don't have to get up and disrupt my sleep cycle.
That's one of the most disturbing things I've heard today.
No, because sleep is more important than you think.
Yeah, but making it to the restroom when you have to pee is also very important.
It's not that I can't make it to the restroom. It's just that I don't want to get up and go to the restroom because I can't fall back asleep.
You're awake to pee anyway. You might as well take your happy butt over to the toilet and use the restroom.
I don't have to move.
But you're awake already, so what's the point?
Because I don't have to turn on a light. I don't have to hear the flush of the toilet. The shadow people, I don't have to see them.
I don't know. I mean, teach your own, man.
Sometimes I wake up with a surprise.
What kind?
It's my diaper is full.
That's strange, man. But I mean, yeah, that's what you want.
You didn't know that about me?
That you haven't wear a full diaper?
Yeah.
Do you change it?
If I didn't soil it, I rewear it.
You just wipe it off and put it on again?
No, I mean, if there's nothing in it, there's no point.
But what if it's full? Then what do you do?
Throw it away. Wouldn't you, or you would keep wearing it? I feel like you would keep wearing the same one.
So you take it off, right? You throw it away. You get a new one. You like clean yourself up.
Yeah, in the morning. Is that unheard of? I mean, there's older people that do this all the time.
Yes, but you're 27 and 100% healthy.
I have an overactive
2 legs. I can just get up and use the restroom like everybody else.
I already gave you my reasoning. Is that not good enough?
You have to pee a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe drink less liquids at night.
It doesn't matter. There's something about my body that has to pee at 3:33 in the morning. And that's not a time you want to be awake at night, let me tell you. That's where the creepy crawlies come out.
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
Yeah,
that's a good reasoning.
You seen the shadow people?
Yeah, 3 o'clock. That's the time at night. Everything comes out alive.
Sometimes I try to just go to the restroom without opening my eyes.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah.
You got stuff on the seat all over the floor.
It's not my problem.
It is your problem.
No, it's not. You just wipe it. I try to wipe it up.
No, you don't. You don't make an effort.
Well, I might be sleepwalking. I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, you need to clean it. If you're going to clean your diaper in the morning, you might as well clean the toilet off.
You.
What?
They don't even get me started on what you leave.
That's why you decided to bring this up. That's the route you wanted to go.
No, we don't have to. We can go. Let's go back let's talk about the NBA Finals. I just wanted to, if anyone's having that trouble, send me an email.
Yeah, I'm sure there's other people like you out there.
Yeah,
there's those issues. That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way I'm the only one.
No hate, no judgment over here. Forget what you heard.
I don't know. This whole time you've been judging me because you've been.
Just trying to figure it out because I had no idea. That's it.
It's all right, man.
But thanks for sharing that.
I wanted to share it on the biggest platform because that was something I've been hiding for a while.
Thank you for that, man. I'm sure they'll be very pleased.
This could either go really well or we could be canceled tomorrow by the YouTube algorithm.
Yeah, I mean, or you could get a diaper sponsorship, man. You never know.
You listening to Pence? I'm your guy.
Yeah, Pampers.
I'll wear them with nothing else in the commercial. I can do like sports or
It'll
stretch.
be like you and Lou Holtz.
I would be so honored.
You and Lou Holtz in a diaper commercial.
Would we be stretching? Playing sports? Tossing the old pigskin around would be pretty cool.
Yeah, he'd be coaching you up in your Pampers.
Yeah, Shafton. I hope he's doing okay.
Yeah, me too.
Is he alive?
I don't know. I honestly have no idea.
Those old people are starting to get real bad on the college football. Like Lee Corso doesn't know where he is anymore. It's really sad. Have you seen him?
Really sad. Yeah.
I can't watch the college football whatever countdown or whatever. You know, it's like famous. He wears that little. I remember watching one.
But that show's legendary, though.
No, he's a legend for sure. But last year it was because he was at his house because of COVID.
And he had a stroke.
Yeah, and he's senile, and he didn't know the teams. He didn't know anything. He just put on a hat, and it wouldn't even, or a mascot hat, and he wouldn't say the right name, and everyone would be like very awkward, like, "Good job, Lou." I mean, Lee Corso.
Lou.
I still had Lou Holtz in my brain.
No, but yeah,
they need to retire him.
But he had a stroke. I think he had COVID, and he's kind of been through a lot recently. But he's a legend.
He's a legend.
Like College Game Day was like the greatest show.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Kirk Herbstreit and
Reese Davis.
Reese Davis, yeah.
And awesome. What's his name? The Michigan dude.
Desmond Howard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Saturday morning, coming soon.
Todd McShay.
He doesn't do it.
Does he not do the sideline stuff or whatever?
Does he still do that? I thought he was an NFL guy now, strictly. NFL expert.
Yeah, he got kicked off because he was drinking on the job again.
I'm not surprised. That one video was always
I didn't know about it until you told me, and I watched. I was like, dang, dude, he had a few too many of those Smirnoff screwdrivers before the game. Yeah, he's probably at like an LSU tailgate, and the college kids made him shotgun 12 beers. He's like, yeah. I mean, when in Rome, might as well just,
They probably locked their arms together and didn't let him out until he finished this.
Yeah, they probably slapped him around a little bit with those beers. He probably slapped the bag, man.
Probably.
The wine bag?
Then Ed Orgeron came out, too. Have you seen that video of him
jogging?
His little morning jog, shirtless?
It's not even a run, dude.
It's like not even a speed walk.
It's like a mixture between a run and a walk. Like, that's perfect. So he could get away with running, but really he's not going very fast or exerting that much effort.
And they're like yelling at him. And he's like, "Go Tigers."
It's like the only thing he could say. He's like an action figure.
Yeah, he's a G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Literally.
But man, that guy's got like leathery skin, man.
Yeah, he does. But I think we know why, because he just runs in the shirtless.
He's a very, very handsome man.
Yeah, he is good looking, isn't
he? Yeah, I mean, I think he's like I said, I think he's one of the best looking head coaches.
He just fits LSU perfect. Like, no better match.
Oh, yeah, he's raging Cajun right there.
Yeah, I'm sure all the LSU fans love and adore Mr. Orgeron. Coach Orgeron, sorry. You hear Deion Sanders get upset today?
Yeah, because they called him Nick Saban.
No, they called him Deion, which is his name.
Yeah, but he was like, you never called Saban Nick.
Yeah, because he's coached Nick Saban.
And he's like 70, so he's earned respect. You're like 40. You're a coach at what, Jackson State for 1 year?
State, yeah.
Has he even coached 1 year?
Yeah, he's 4-3 in his coaching career.
Not bad.
Not bad, but it's like, dude, you're Deion Sanders. Like, don't do that, mess. I looked at it and I was literally like, what?
He seemed very pompous and very, well, I mean, he's one of the best. He's
He's
arrogant.
always been like that. Yeah, prime time kind of gave himself that nickname. Like, I don't know, very cocky, very confident, which is fine. But to me, that just wasn't right. But I mean, teach their own, man. Coach Sanders.
I wouldn't want anyone call me Aaron.
What do you want?
Just coach or head ball coach. I wouldn't want anyone to use my first or last name.
What if they called you Coach LeVar?
LeVar?
Yeah.
We're gonna have a lot of problems. I don't want any. It's just coach,
Just
Mr. Coach, head ball coach.
What about Mrs. Coach?
That's fine as long as it's not, you know.
What about Dr. Coach?
That's the one I prefer the most.
So it's pretty
Because
much
it infers that I have my PhD in football.
Dr. Coach. That actually sounds kind of cool, huh?
Yeah, I actually really like that. Dr. Coach.
It makes it seem like it's your last name, though, like Mr. Coach. But
I
guess it's very respectful.
would change the coaching game.
How?
My playbook, my practices, my interviews, the way I talk to players.
Could you take me through a day of Mr. Coach's football life?
Wake up, have a Red Bull and banana.
For sure.
Well, first of all, what team? Is it college or pro?
College.
College?
That way you can really have control of the locker room.
I don't. No, I don't. What do you mean by that?
Because it's like, I don't know, you can kind of brainwash college kids, but NFL players don't really play.
Am I this age? Am I 27?
Yeah.
I'm
like
gonna have
you
to,
right now.
I'm gonna have to get them to respect me by like, being like listening to like the latest stuff, having cool opinions. So I'd be blaring like Little Baby in the locker room, doing the new dance moves, doing TikTok, getting everyone involved. And then I'd just drink a whole bunch of Red Bull and say, "Hey boys, I'll see you out on the field." And I'd be shirtless on the field, so I'm like one of the guys.
So you'd be like a hype man.
Well, this is the first day to get there, maybe get some recruits, have people stay. And then I'd field and just do Oklahoma drills 4 hours straight until the last man is standing.
That's interesting, but you probably wouldn't be a coach for that long.
I wouldn't do it for 4 hours.
You remind me of Dan Campbell with those game plans.
I'm not gonna wipe your butt. You can wipe your own butt.
Yeah, that's like something. Red Bull and bananas. Make them do Oklahoma drill 100 times. Very motivational.
But not a very good coach
just
overall.
Yelling the whole time.
Yeah. I don't think I have like the pedigree or the age or the dadness to do that.
So you're not going to get that Dr. Coach label then,
actually, to get their respect, to make them think that I'm older than I am, I'm going to buy like the dad New Balances with about almost knee-high socks, jorts, a lot of cargo pants, and like a lot of Big Dog shirts and Ron John shirts.
Yeah.
And just wear a bucket hat.
Let's go, man.
Yeah.
Bucket hat.
Oh, no, a visor. I'd wear a visor.
Yeah, you're looking like Buckethead.
And I'd tuck my shirt in and have a belt on.
I don't think you get anyone's respect.
And I'd sit there with my hands in my pockets saying, "Yeah, boys, there we go. Get out there, man." Hey, keep it up.
Like you look good and everything on camera, but then behind the scenes, you don't do anything. You go into your office and you put your feet up, eating some caramelized popcorn.
Are you kidding me? I would be a film freak.
You just watch film, but it wouldn't translate to anything.
That's true. I would not.
You would just pull up like Calvin Johnson highlights.
I need that kid on my team.
You would put him on the projector, and we're just gonna watch.
Actually, I probably would. Just like, hey, you guys need to Play more like this guy, man.
Yeah, physical freak that no one can ever.
But my claim to fame would be that I get one person drafted, and he's like one of the best of all time, like a Calvin Johnson light kind of. And I would retire.
But your recruiting class would just be like 6'5", 240-pound receivers.
Yeah, a
Really,
lot.
really bad. But you just like the size, and you try to turn them into something special.
My like recruiting hotspots would be a lot of Montana, a lot of Wyoming, a lot of West Virginia, a lot of Maine, a lot of New Hampshire, and I'm going to Rucker Park every weekend to see if I can find one of them 6'5", 240-pound wide receivers. Because he's an athlete. We just got to put some hands on him. I put him in the jug machine room every day.
Yeah, that's what they should be doing.
It's not hard, man. Actually, some people are born with it.
With not great hands.
No, with great hands.
Touche, it's true. But
Right.
some people are born without them, just don't have it.
Yeah, I know a few. I don't know. Most of my friends they've got good hands. Like if I throw them a pass, I trust them to catch it.
Really?
I mean, there's maybe a couple that I wouldn't trust. But I got big trust in them, man.
Maybe we should start at 11 on 11.
What position would I play?
Probably mainly QB, but then throw you at receiver when we need a big play or crutch time.
I'm only playing one or the other.
Probably receiver then.
Yeah, I'd rather play receiver.
I think that would be your strength.
I think you should play left out.
Nah, I'd be like a tight end. I'd be like Tim Tebow out there, dog.
You'd be a good left tackle on 11 on 11.
No, I'm not a great. I mean, I'm a fine blocker, but I'm better out in the routes, man.
No, you've got some of that Tevin Jenkins in you.
Yeah, I mean, I can still block at a tight end. Just a little cut block real quick. Get out into the flats.
We need to stink you up a little bit and put you on that line, boy.
Nah, you know I'd play a good little tight end, man.
Yeah, you would be a good tight end.
Get me out in the flats, man. Lower my shoulder on some fools.
We just need to put that parachute on you. You need to run across the field a lot.
Hey, man. When it counts, I can turn the wheels on. Serious.
Still waiting.
Get me around the corner, man.
All right, safety.
Be that 4.6 speed out, man.
Safety.
We still got to do our 40-yard combine.
I've been training every day.
And I don't think you do.
I know I'm going to win the 40. That's not what I'm worried about. I'm worried about the weight. I know every athletic thing I will win.
You think you could beat me in a 3-cone?
Yeah.
Nah, we'll see. Maybe the vertical, maybe the 40-yard dash.
The 100-meter, the mile.
Wait, we're talking about a combine.
Oh.
This isn't Olympic trials, dog.
I thought we were doing the Olympics since they said they might actually cancel it last minute. They haven't ruled it out because of COVID, the fourth wave.
Ah, here we go again.
You don't see it? I've been keeping an eye.
They're kicking out all the good athletes anyway. Might as well.
At the very beginning of COVID, I was fascinated, and I just watched those numbers spike. It was kind of crazy, and now I could care less what the numbers look like. But then I've been looking again. You better look out there, boys.
Yeah, I mean, like ladies. The NBA team's falling apart. The track team.
Yeah, Zach LaVine got sent home. Bradley Beal.
I want to talk about this. JaVale McGee over Christian Wood. Thoughts, concerns, comments?
I mean, it's obviously blasphemy. JaVale's probably, got more experience in terms of just NBA ball, but I don't know. It kind of shocked me. I don't know if JaVale has a better reputation with our rapport with Pop, or I don't know. Because Christian Wood is obviously the better player. I was real hurt by it. He was like, "You didn't ask me the first time. Don't come asking me this time."
Who said that?
Ja
Morant?
Or maybe it was Trae Young. One of them. They were offended.
think it was Trey.
We should have Evan Mobley in there. Why can't we do that like we did with Christian Laettner and Anthony Davis, really? Or throw in Jalen Green, throw in Lonzo,
I think they're
Zion.
getting ready for the draft, combine and stuff, right?
Yeah, but they used to do that back in the day. It used to not be pros.
Yeah, but Leitner knew he was going number 1, I think, right?
Who cares?
But getting back to JaVale and Christian Wood, I mean, JaVale's a 3-time All-Star. He's probably a better defender, right? Or 3-time NBA champ, sorry.
I was about to say, what in God's
I
green
didn't-
earth? When did he make the All-Star game?
I don't know what I'm talking about.
3-time NBA champ.
Yeah,
Cleveland?
Cleveland.
Golden State?
Yeah, Lakers.
Lakers. Golly, that's crazy.
Yeah, he's probably a better defender, but like, dude, Christian Wood, really?
He's more of a force.
Who's doing the rosters nowadays, man? It's not Pop. Pop knows better.
It's Grant Hill.
Oh gosh.
I think they should let the veterans, the ones that have already played in the Olympics, rest for the season. If you're complaining about how the season was too much for you, go home, take an ice bath. Let the young boys play. Evan Mobley, Jalen Green, Jalen Suggs.
Why do you want all rookies? Or
throw some in there. Or like KPJ.
Who
else is out there? There's many. Ja, Trey. You could keep Jason Tatum in there. Zach LaVine was fine.
I think that would be fun too because they still have like a chip on their shoulder and something to prove. So I feel like they'll be really out there. Like
you can tell Damian Lillard doesn't.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant's just playing like he's
Bradley
at Rucker
Beal
Park.
was playing hard though.
Yeah, I like Bradley Beal.
But Draymond Green too.
Yeah, just have those players, because obviously we lost to Nigeria and so let's change things up a little bit. Let's get a little more, cute out there.
Yeah, but they're starting to win some games against Argentine and Spain.
Well, let's think about this for a little bit. Let's do a little draft, if you will. You would draft probably 10 players from USA before you drafted any other player on any other international team, correct? You draft 10 players off the USA team before you even look at an international team. So
you're saying that with confidence, so I trust you with that, yeah.
And who can you think of? I mean, maybe Jokic. Oh,
Luka, dog.
Luka.
He's the
but you'd probably take 5. You wouldn't take Kevin Durant over
Luka?
Yeah.
I
would. Let me rephrase this. Like the first round picks would be mostly USA.
Yeah.
All of them would be picked in the first round.
Correct. Yeah, I agree.
So any way you slice it, cut it, our talent's better, we're better, and we should win the Olympics gold. And if we don't bother coming back.
You think they just stay in Japan?
I'm just saying they're not going to get a warm welcome from me.
Nah, they wouldn't.
On this platform, we're going to roast every single one of them.
Not Darius Garland.
Darius Garland, you mean like Boy Wonder, Baby Boy?
Yeah, that guy.
Looks like he's still growing.
He's a fan favorite over here.
Looks like he's still growing into his big boy shorts.
He is, man. He looks bigger than a few months ago. Looks like he's grown a little.
He doesn't look like he wears Depends. He still looks like he's wearing Pampers.
Hey,
I can go on and on.
I mean, the fact that he's playing with these big boys on the national team.
He's a fine player, and he's not. I mean, I just say he looks like a little boy, but really, he looks. He's taller than me, probably.
Yeah, he's
and
growing,
weighs
man.
more. Maybe
he's growing.
I'd like to play him 3-on-3 though.
You couldn't beat Brian Scalabrine.
I know.
You couldn't beat Luke Walton.
I know.
You couldn't beat Kostas Papanikolaou.
I never said I could beat anyone 1-on-1. I'm saying 3-on-3.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter.
I'd have Kevin Durant and James Harden.
Yeah, Darius Garland.
I would be the glue guy.
No.
They keep it all together. Because obviously,
not
I'm not
how it
going to get any
works.
shots, so they'll be happy. Because if they had like someone like
But
Kyrie
you're
on their
having
team,
to guard another good player on there.
double team, help me out a little bit. You wouldn't even get picked.
No, I wouldn't. No.
Okay, I would.
Yeah, you'd have to guard like DJ Augustine.
That's fine. I'd put my best effort out there.
It
I'd
wouldn't
probably
work.
play a little chippy too.
You couldn't handle it at all.
If it was someone like DJ Augustine, I'd be fine.
No, you wouldn't.
I know he torch. It doesn't matter.
Do we remember DJ Augustine on the Bobcats? Good player.
He was good on the dang Rockets this year.
Yeah, he had his moments. But he's a dang good player, man, out of Texas. 'Tis true. I saw a highlight the other day and I was like, man, that Bobcats team was cool. Bismack Biyombo.
Gerald Wallace.
Was that with Augustine?
I'm sure.
Yeah, maybe so. Mecca Okafor.
Our team stunk.
Yeah,
That was actually one of the. Wasn't that Kimba's rookie year or something? They won like 9 games.
That was later on. That was when they were the Hornets. Right?
Kimba was on the Bobcats. You know that, right?
Yeah, but that's not the 9-win team, was it?
One of them was.
Yeah, I forget. But
who else was on the Bobcats? Kwame Brown was on the Bobcats for a little bit.
Yeah.
Shouts out to you, Kwame. I think he's still making content, but no one cares about it anymore. Because he just literally rants about the same thing every day.
Yeah, we're over
That's
it.
what we do.
But when I think of the Bobcats, the first person I think of is Gerald Wallace. Crash.
I think of Tyrus Thomas.
Nah.
Ben Gordon.
Nah, that's the best one of them all.
But every time I think of the Bobcats, I think of Michael Jordan.
The Bobcats?
Yeah, because he's the owner.
Of the Hornets.
They were once the Bobcats, weren't they?
Yeah.
Okay, he was the owner of the Bobcats. He drafted Kimba.
That's who you think of, though?
Yeah.
I don't.
I'd rather have, I want the Bobcats back.
You don't like the Hornets? Why did they change the Hornets?
I really like their jersey with the pinstripes.
Yeah, the blue.
I don't know if it's a blue.
Yeah, it's blue with the
It's
purple,
greenish.
stripes. It says Charlotte.
No, I'm thinking of the white one with blue stripes.
It's like teal.
The one that little baby was wearing.
Yeah. Oh, okay. But now it's the LaMelo show.
That's why I like him again.
Him and Luka are going to run the NBA.
Forgetting about someone.
Zion?
Why does no one talk about him? We've already talked about him enough, so it doesn't matter.
What about him?
He's really good.
Do you think he's going to be known as like one of the best players in the NBA?
It's hard for me to see it, really. Because he's bound to get injured.
Whoa.
Knocked on wood, but he's so dang big. And he jumps so dang high. Imagine your knees. That's like a boulder landing on a Michelin tire stack. Eventually, the tread on them tires is going to go out, and that, something's going to snap.
I mean, I think he's fine.
You've never snapped a muscle, have you?
But he's a strong kid. He's a strong boy.
He needs to lay off the gumbo and the beignets down yonder.
But he's young.
Yeah, and if he's young and he weighs 300, can potentially weigh 300 pounds, that's not good. Because
he's not Andrew Bynum. He's not Greg Oden. He's built, man. He's like a little bigger version of Zach Randolph. A little more athletic.
He's like Charles Barkley.
Maybe he can dial it down a little bit on trying to jump out the gym.
He can't help it. I've asked him.
Because Derrick Rose used to be the same way, jumping out the gym. Tore it up.
I'm glad you brought him up because I watched his highlights literally yesterday. Good Lord, have mercy on everyone's soul back then, man. I forgot how good he was.
Too good.
So fast. Jeez, we thought John Wall was fast. That guy was blink of the eye. That guy's, and I loved how he took it back way back here and just yonked it on someone's yonk.
Yeah, he would drop the yawn on him out there, man.
But it was his layups, his just golly.
That dunk on Steve Nash. Was it Steve on Phoenix? Dragic?
I don't know.
The two-hand, the dude went up to junk it. He just went over him.
I don't know. There's a few like that. He was just like, but
most exciting player in the NBA.
I wish he would never have torn his ACL, man.
And then that game winner he hit against Cleveland.
He banked it, man.
Hey, he called bank, man. Bank's open.
I just had a strange phenomenon on my toe.
What happened?
I felt something scratching it, but then I thought Dez was in here, and he's not.
Huh. Maybe you're seeing things.
I think this place is haunted.
It's all right, man.
Well, now that we're on the topic of NBA, tonight is a big night.
Yeah.
There could be a potential NBA champion crown tonight.
Potentially.
You're not feeling it, though, man. You think he's going 7.
Phoenix.
I got the Bucks in 7. I was one of the few people to say it in the whole world. But I would take the Bucks in 6. But as a sports fan and someone that doesn't have a dog in the fight, doesn't have a turtle in the race, doesn't have laundry in the basket, I want Phoenix to win tonight. Game 7, and I'm going to paint my body green.
5 or 4. Here we come. Phoenix taking the dub tonight.
Yeah, here we come.
Chris Paul, Devin Booker's back-to-back 40-point games.
We need to talk about that.
All right.
Chris Paul.
Okay.
Is there something wrong with him?
Yeah.
He didn't look the same last game.
What's his name? Scott Foster is refereeing.
Yeah, everyone's making a big deal. It's that's a bunch of
history, though, man. They really do. We've seen it before too with Houston. Harden would have beef with that same. You knew talking about.
Scott refs Foster, do not see. I was always taught
Tony Brothers. We've seen it live, man.
Refs do not decide the outcome. Players do.
I disagree. 100%.
Well, that's what I was taught as an athlete.
Can change the game. One call can change the game. Could be a bogus call, and it was wrong. And
they have review.
No, sometimes it's not always right.
I'm not gonna get the referee mumbo jumbo. I'm not like the rest of you guys.
That's fine. Hey,
I'm not like the rest of you millennials, man.
All right, go ahead then.
I want to talk about the real stuff. Chris Paul's.
Okay.
He had 5 turnovers last game. Very unlike the point god.
It means he's gonna be better.
I think it's his career night because everyone's saying he's injured. This moment's too big for him. You guys just woke up a little guy. You ever heard of Napoleon Bonaparte?
I've heard of Napoleon Dynamite.
You ever heard of that Mini-Me guy in Austin Powers?
Yeah, Mini-Me, yeah.
No one wanted to mess with him because if you did, he was going to let you know what's going down. You ever heard of Beetlejuice?
I mean, those guys are little, but they stink. That's probably why they don't want people around them.
What about Beetlejuice?
I do, yeah. That's a good movie.
No, the little, smaller guy?
Yeah.
No, it's not in a movie.
The little Beetlejuice when he gets real small on there.
No, like he's I don't know. He was on Howard Stern.
Oh, yeah. The funny guy.
Yeah, he's a comedian.
He's got jokes.
He can't spell.
Hey, so what?
But I think they took advantage of him because he's a little...
His disability.
Yeah, that's messed up. That really bothers me. I think Beetlejuice has a big heart, but they just make him drink and give him an interview, and he doesn't really, know that they're making fun of him. It's kind of... I hope he's not on Howard Stern anymore. I hope he's doing well and he's doing his stand-up because he's a good guy.
But I know. Even if they did take advantage, he's still funny
He was
on
hilarious. I'm not
highlights,
gonna
man.
lie, it was hilarious.
Like
Except for
he
when
took
they,
advantage of them as well.
yeah, I mean, I'm sure he made a living. So in a way, it was like a mutual.
Yeah, that's kind of how it is in
Except
most.
for when they made him spell red, and he was like
It's funny, man. I don't care. I'm laughing.
Lest, and they figured out what he was really trying to spell.
What was he trying to spell?
His real name's Lester. So you could hear him say Lest when they asked him to spell red.
Oh, maybe he got mixed up. Maybe he thought they said name. Who knows?
No, I mean maybe he did. I
But
don't know.
that's the only thing he knows how to say.
I think he might have been really intoxicated as well. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Man, he's a funny guy at the end of the day.
Yeah, but as I was saying, Chris Paul, he's got to show up tonight, or his legacy might be tarnished.
Yeah.
You think because I don't
maybe
think
not.
I don't
His
think he'll.
legacy might be tarnished, but like when he retires and lives on, like the stats are there and everything. Like he'll still be a great player in the NBA's history.
Yeah, but they always hang that over people that never won a championship.
That's true.
And he had he was up 2-0, right?
Yeah.
And then he pooped the bed in game 5. 5 turnovers. He never does that. I think they said that it might have been his wrist, but maybe, but I think he shows out tonight, Devin Booker.
What if he doesn't show out though?
That's going to be the talk of the town, man. That's why I wanted to jump on it, see what, we got to,
And they lose.
He might be one of those people that shrinks in big moments, like, because he's never been here, so we don't know. And there are people like that.
It's gonna
James
be a huge
Harden.
watch,
James Harden.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like another good example.
The Stockton Malones.
Pascal Siakam. I think he was good in the finals, actually, wasn't he?
I think he was good in the playoffs. I don't remember him. He was probably pretty good. Probably had his games.
Yeah, but there's always those players that, he's a superstar, so you don't really see a superstar choke like that.
Who?
Chris Paul.
Wow.
Is Devin Booker a superstar or a star?
I think he's a star. We haven't seen him do super great without Chris Paul or Ayton, so
he had 70 without him.
Yeah, but where was it? What was his
they
team
lost the game?
Was his team? I mean, dude, to be a superstar, you gotta be able to carry your team.
I think he can very well be a superstar.
Yeah, definitely. He's still a young buck, man.
He's
improved every year.
What about DeAndre Ayton?
I'm a big fan. I've always liked him.
What about James Wiseman?
Yeah.
You've given up on him, haven't you, like the rest of them?
No. It's just centers nowadays are projects. Like they take a little more time. Joel Embiid did it. Ayton, he's finally growing up. Bam Adebayo. It just takes him a little longer. But so it's going to be a long time before we actually see how good he can be.
Yeah, but as for the matchup, I have a Game 6. Keep your eye out for him. Drew Holiday.
This is a big night for him?
Yeah.
I believe it. He's been real good.
On the defensive end, he's been real good.
Has he had his little mini dreads this whole series?
It looks like he changed them today.
Did he bring him back?
He's had those dreads.
Oh, he's had those?
What do you think his hair was?
I forget, because I saw a little pregame of him, right, shooting around.
Yeah, I saw it too.
And he had his little mini. They look different. Like
I think he got a different design, but his hair's long.
Okay.
But he did. They are different.
I didn't know that he had dreads before. I didn't notice them, but now I really noticed them. So he's bringing those little mini dreads back again.
PJ Tucker drops 30.
Yeah, you can place that bet and probably win $1,300,000
on a $13 bet.
On a 1.3.
I just have a weird feeling the Bucks are gonna win tonight, man.
That would be surreal. We got an NBA champion tonight. We didn't even.
I guess I have to stay up and watch it. Because
I will.
I don't want to miss another championship.
It's on right now, actually. Let me check the score if you want to continue.
Is it 8 o'clock?
It's 8:32.
Are you kidding me?
No jokes, man. No jokes.
Oh my gosh, my depends are getting stiff.
Hey, you need to go throw on some Pampers. All right, so Milwaukee's winning 21-14. The first quarter. Bobby Port. Hey, guess what, man? You're looking like a white Bobby Portis tonight.
You better believe it, and I'm embracing it now, man.
It's 2 for 3 from 3, 6 points already. 3 minutes.
You said 21-14?
Yep.
Good start. I mean,
Chris Middleton 7-3-2. This might be a Chris night. He's gonna have one of those closing games.
yeah, that's looking really promising for Milwaukee. But the thing I like about this series, you can never count out the other team, no matter how big the deficit is. I love this series. I love it. I'm living it up. I sit back, I put Lay's on my stomach, and I pick out of the bag and I eat Lay's.
Yeah, man. Basketball is a game of runs. We saw it last game. Phoenix got off real hot in the first quarter. I think we're up by like 13. They won the second quarter as well, and then Milwaukee just destroyed third and fourth quarters. So you never know, man, which way the ball is gonna roll.
You ever put Lay's in your
But Phoenix is
cream
off to a slow
sandwich?
start. They're not shooting very well right now.
Who's not shooting well?
Phoenix as a team.
You ever put potato chips in your ice cream sandwich?
What? No. I did put it in my sandwich once, and it wasn't bad. I will say that.
That's pretty normal.
I've only done it one time in my life, and I was very surprised. It was actually pretty good. But ice cream sandwich, man, you're nuts. Like that's something you see at a psych ward.
I never said I did it. I was just asking you.
No. Well, no, I haven't.
You ever use dog food as croutons in your salad?
Dog food? Like the actual dog food?
Yeah, actual dog food.
Nah, but I would be eager to test
I
it
knew
out.
you'd be for that one, man.
They're kind of both salty.
It would probably taste like a crouton, a little less flavor.
Yeah, like
God,
processed
have you ever
chicken.
tried? Let's be honest. Have you ever tried dog food?
I haven't.
Ever?
No. I think I've licked it, and it was very disturbingly tasty.
I've eaten it multiple times in my life.
Yeah, I've caught you getting handfuls out of there.
That's not true, but older siblings
and then
made me try it.
You pound it with your fists until it's dust, and then you put it on your sandwiches.
No, I would never. I don't like dog food, but I have eaten multiple brands.
You pound it up until it's dust, and you put it in your milk, and you mix it up like chocolate milk.
This is blasphemy. I never did any of this.
Oh.
I just eat it. I grab it out of the bag and try it.
Like you do that.
But it's been years. It's been years. I probably, high school maybe.
Would you recommend it?
No, it's gross. It all tastes the same.
Even Iams?
It just tastes like, I don't know how dogs like it. No wonder they're always, under the table waiting for scraps. They have to eat that barnacle, barren.
I know we program our dogs to eat like whatever it is, plastic with chicken flavor.
No, I mean, if you get the healthy one, it has all the nutrients they need. It just tastes bad, so they're always
looking. It's not real stuff. It's like processed chemicals.
I've never tried cat food though. But I assume it tastes exactly like dog food, unless you get the wet one.
It's probably disgusting because it's like fish and tuna, and
I love fish and tuna.
But it's not real though. It's like weird. I don't know. Just the smell of cat food is kind of raunchy.
It smells like dog food.
What flavor?
I don't know what flavor. Des really likes chicken.
Really?
Yeah, and if he ain't get it, he ain't gonna be happy, man.
If he ain't get it, we ain't got it.
We gotta go get it.
We gotta gone.
I seen it, man.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire is an overrated real life running back.
Did someone say that in the chat? Block him immediately. Oh, you did?
Said it with my chest.
Yeah, but you don't know. You'll see. I mean, I can hype him up all I want, but the season's like two weeks away, and it'll prove you're gonna be like, and I can just see it now. Like you're gonna be like, dang, yeah, you're right again. Like whatever, man. It's
I
what it is.
watched a few games of him last year. The only game I was impressed was against Houston, one of the worst teams in football.
I don't think you watched the games then.
Yeah, went back and I've watched his highlights.
Okay, and you weren't impressed just by the highlights
I
against the
think he's
Texans?
good at what he's good at. I don't think he's like a generational talent. Like they picked him over Jonathan Taylor,
You-
Cam Akers, guys like that, who I think are like better running backs than Clyde is. I'll say that. Because they're guys like 3 down backs who can do it all. Like Clyde to me is just like a get him an open field. He's elusive, hard to tackle, but he's not like a in between the tackle grinder. You give him 20 carries a game. It's more like 10 to 15 with like 5 catches, and occasionally he'll bust a 20-yard run.
You have no idea who Clyde Edwards-Helaire is, and if you think that's him.
I watched them all at LSU. He's a product of the system.
What? He's a 3-down back, dude.
No,
He was the first running back drafted, obviously.
Yeah,
in that
because
draft.
Andy Reid loves those guys. Brian Westbrook, Jamal Charles.
Those guys are Hall
But
of
Jamal
Famers, except for
Charles
Westbrook wasn't
is
that
way
good,
better.
but Westbrook wasn't a Hall of Famer, but Jamal Charles was good.
Yeah, it's like Brian Westbrook. You tell me all the time he's not that good. That's how I feel about Clyde Edwards-Helaire because they're the same player.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire didn't have a training camp last year, and he was injured.
No,
He has a training camp.
I'm not talking about what he did last year. I'm just saying like overall.
He's going to be better this year.
Yeah, I agree.
He'll be one of the best.
Yeah, like I want him in fantasy.
Then what are you saying?
I'm just saying him as a running back. Like he's overrated. He's not.
Who's overrating him? I'm the only one.
Running back. The fact that he got drafted in the first round. I don't think he's a first round type of running back.
You're saying that off of 1 year?
No, I'm just saying in general. Dating, like he was a great college running back. I'm just saying, like as an NFL running back, I don't think he's that good. I don't think he's like a top-notch running back, and I don't think he ever will be. He's just not that type of guy. Like I like him. Like he's cool. He's very elusive. He's little. But he's not like a generational guy. He's not Jonathan Taylor. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're wrong, so.
But
only time will tell.
That being said, I think in fantasy, he's a good option because he's on a great offense.
Don't just berate him. Don't just insult him and then tell people to go draft him.
Fantasy and real life are completely different.
Don't do it.
You know that, and I know that.
You better not have him on your team. You better not watch one Chiefs game. You better not give him one compliment next year because I'm going to hold you accountable for this right here, this disrespect. And you should never disrespect someone like this.
Hey,
he's an underdog. He's small. And he's got a big heart. Yeah, you are.
No.
You said he's a 10 to 15 carry guy with 5 catches. He's a workhorse. He's a 20 carry, 25 carry. Get him 5 catches in there.
That's not true, and I know that's not true.
You're basing it off a year he was injured, no training camp.
Did he ever get more than 25 at LSU?
Against Alabama? He had 30 carries, 30-something.
Great. That was a fun game.
He was incredible. And that's the best college defense anyone's ever faced.
Against the best college offense of all time.
30 carries.
Yeah, Joe Burrow,
30 carries.
Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson.
I think he had 4 touchdowns.
Thaddeus Moss. That team is just loaded, man.
What does that have to do with what Clyde did? People say Joe Burrow is a product. People say Justin Jefferson. They're fine in the NFL. Clyde Edwards taking a different path. He's, slow out of the gate, but
he's a good player. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying
You're saying he's not going to be that good.
No,
if he's like Brian Westbrook, he'll be good.
Forward. I'm just saying, like in general, him like as a running back. I'm not saying he can't have a great career. I'm not saying his rookie year he stinks. I'm just saying overall as a running back, he's not one of those like generational, once in a lifetime.
Well, well, if they're generational, it's like 1 or 2 guys.
But not even generational. I don't even think he was the best running back in that running back class. Like I think he was like third, in my opinion.
That's fine. Those guys might be generational, but no one's separated themselves from the pack like that.
And I'm just saying the fact that he.
Well, you said that he's like Brian Westbrook. If he's like Brian Westbrook, he's gonna be good.
No, not his career, just his like play style.
Brian Westbrook isn't a Hall of Famer, so.
No, he's not.
He's not. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But I'm saying his like Well, he's Clyde. They're literally the same players. You're saying that
No, they're
Clyde
not.
stinks. Yeah, they are.
They just look the same.
The game is exactly the same.
Go look at
you
his
get him in the
player
open
profile.
field, you throw him the ball in the backfield, he can create. That's
Go
what
look
they
at his
both do.
player profile.
Go ahead. Yeah, I'm
It's
sure.
Maurice Jones-Drew.
No, he's not Maurice
That's what it
Jones-Drew.
says on the scouting thing, NFL.com.
See, but that you know and I know Clyde Edwards-Helaire's style isn't like Maurice Jones-Drew. Like maybe his size is comparable.
I haven't watched enough of him.
What do you mean?
I watched the same thing you watched. I wasn't very impressed.
We've seen a lot of LSU. We've seen him playing on the Chiefs.
I haven't seen enough of him on the Chiefs. That's why I have high hopes for him this year. I think this is his breakout. He didn't do nothing last year. He's got a lot to prove to me. I'm just saying I'm banking on him.
But
I believe in him.
You're banking on him in fantasy. I'm saying in real life.
I'm saying both. If you're good in real life, you're good in fantasy. Bartle Bing, Bada
That's not always
Dune.
true. But yeah, I mean, if you are good,
If you're the best running back in the league, you're a good fantasy running back.
Quarterbacks can be good. Like Jameis Winston's not a great.
I'm talking about running backs.
It's just, I mean, fantasy doesn't always translate to real life. Like
running backs do.
Players and good
running backs do.
Not always.
What do you give me an example? Who's bad?
Like a LeGarrette Blount. Like not
he
a great
scored like
back,
14 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's good for fantasy. I mean,
he's a Super Bowl champion.
I mean, I'm just saying, there's a lot of examples.
I don't think with the running back, maybe quarterback.
No, running back too. No. Every position.
Maybe wide receiver.
Yeah, so you're saying I mean, it's
not running back.
Obviously, if you have a great year, you're good for fantasy. That doesn't make you a great running back.
It makes you a good running back that year.
Not always.
Just don't ever talk about Clyde to me.
Is Christian McCaffrey the best running back in the NFL?
Who is?
Is Christian McCaffrey? Probably not, but he's the best fantasy.
He might be the best running back.
I mean,
actually, yeah. Why wouldn't he be?
I mean, people would say Henry, Barkley, Cook.
No one's gonna say Derrick Henry's the best running back.
Yeah,
those are casuals then.
What? Here we go. Let's get into
Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb is a better pure running back than Derrick Henry. That's all I gotta say.
Fair. I like Nick Chubb.
Derrick Henry's overhyped. He gets 30 carries a game. The whole offense is revolved around him. That's it, man. Give Saquon 30 touches. Give Alvin Kamara 30 touches. They put up the same numbers, if not better.
They get hurt.
And Nick Chubb.
He gets hurt. You can't even play a full year.
Derrick Henry's not invincible. He's been injured too. He's just gotten lucky.
What about the last two?
He wasn't injured. He got lucky. It could be one twist. What?
I think you're hating.
I don't hate. He's a good running back. I never said he wasn't. But he's not the best. He's just overhyped. I mean, he doesn't do anything for me. He's huge. Big whoopee.
He's a great running back.
He reminds me of Jerome Bettis. Brandon Jacobs.
He's better, but he's obviously better than those guys.
Bo Jackson.
Nah.
He's a flash in the pan, man.
I don't care that you said Nick Chubb's a better rusher, but once you start getting a little bit disrespectful.
How? Bo Jackson
whenever you cross the line.
He's just a big guy, man, that gets 30 carries.
He's been the best running back the last 2 years in the NFL. It doesn't matter how big he is. The fact that he's healthy and getting 30 carries a game alone is crazy.
It's crazy that he's healthy and getting 30 carries in this day and age. When running backs don't get that anymore. That's why he's head and shoulders.
You mentioned Barkley. Best. He can't even stay healthy. Nick Chubb hasn't been the healthiest guy either.
That's unlucky. That's not their fault.
So the fact that he's staying healthy and getting 30 a game, rushing for 2,000 yards a year.
He's durable. Cool.
And that's special, man. That's not normal.
I've seen him stink too, so it doesn't,
What?
I've seen Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, blah blah blah. Hyde.
But you don't watch Derrick Henry and think this guy stinks.
I don't watch the Titans, period, because they just rush the ball.
That's an issue. Yeah, that's why you don't like. That's why you don't think he's the best.
First of all, I have watched the Titans, and they run the ball 30 times. He made 3-yard runs, and then he'll hit a 50, and then he'll hit a 60, and then he'll hit a 90, and that's his game.
The fact that he can do that.
It's because the defense is tired.
With the other teams knowing that Derrick Henry's getting the
ball.
They
get tired.
Crazy.
They get tired.
Okay, so that's their fault. That's not Derrick
I know. I
Henry's.
mean, it's a good game plan, but I mean, if you're bound to hit a huge one, if you're touching it 40 times in the playoff, you're gonna hit one of them holes, and he takes it 90 yards. I'll give him that. But it's
Yeah.
not like he's ripping off gains, like averaging 5 yards a carry. I think he did actually. So, but those 90-yard runs don't hurt. He's not. It's like watching.
Why has Tennessee's offense been so good if Tannehill stinks and Derrick Henry isn't that good?
Derrick Henry is good, but he's not the best running back in the game.
In terms
Just
of running.
receiving factor.
But if you're gonna give the one guy the ball, just handing the ball off, no receiving abilities at all for one game, you're not gonna take.
No, I would take Derrick Henry
Okay, so that proves it.
or Nick Chubb.
I mean, yeah, you could say Nick Chubb, but you're gonna take Derrick Henry. I think everyone would.
Yeah, I mean that's a no-brainer. I'm
It's
just
a guy you
saying.
can feed 30 times and get you a few touchdowns.
To me, it's like a running back should be able to catch really well, like Christian McCaffrey, Alvin Kamara. Zeke's fine, but Derek's not that kind of guy. And I mean, dude, I don't know what he'd be like if you got like a normal carries, like 15 to 20 carries a game. If he does one, very, very average guy. If he doesn't, and it's those games where he never hits that big one, dude, he's averaging 2 to 3 yards a carry. But if he hits that big one, it jumps to 5.
Pretty much everyone. Saquon Barkley's the same way. He has 2
You've said
yards,
this before, but Nick
and then
Chubb,
he hits like a 60-yard run. I mean,
but
Barkley's known for that too.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is. Go
No.
watch. Yes, 100%.
He rips him because he's incredible, but
You can't say that Derrick Henry rips him because he's not. He's incredible. That's why he's able to do it.
He's getting 30 touches like that.
So?
I'm saying like Nick Chubb hits those 15, 20, 25 pretty regularly, averages 5 yards a carry. He's not boring to watch. Derrick Henry is like he's hitting a brick wall, but it doesn't matter. They're going to feed him. He's going to hit that hole one time and get it.
I don't think Derrick Henry's boring to watch.
To me, yes, until he hits that big break. He has
some of the best runs in the NFL the last 2-3 years.
He
probably has 5 in the top 20 best runs.
The furthest, but it's not like he's juking anyone. He's stiff-arming people.
Yeah, that's the best thing to watch. Dude, you want to see someone get thrown out of bounds?
I don't really care for that.
Nick Chubb, he is elusive.
Yeah, I like the elusive, like the Alvin Kamara screen pass where he takes it to the house.
I like physical. I like Brandon Jacobs. I like Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
I like bruisers. And the fact that he's healthy and doing that is crazy, too.
You're jinxing him. You know that, right?
I don't care. I'm not a fan. I don't care for him.
I mean, he's a really good running back. You're a great running back right now.
He's probably the best.
He's probably the hottest. Well, he is the hottest hand, but, I'm not drafting him number 1. And I'm not saying he's the best.
I mean, I'm saying real life, but for fantasy, yeah, I'm not taking him first overall.
You think he's the best running back?
In terms of running it?
In the real.
The guy running back, yeah, it's Derrick Henry.
The running back overall.
Overall?
Yeah.
No, I think it's Dalvin Cook, dude.
Okay. Yeah. So we both agree that Derrick Henry is not the best.
But in terms of running, Derrick Henry, I say, yeah. And then probably Nick Chubb.
What about Kareem Hunt?
Yeah, I think that's the best duo in the NFL with Hunt, and I don't think it's close.
We'll be talking about Javonte Williams here in about 7 months.
In terms of what?
We got a new running back on the scene.
We'll see, man. I don't know. I think Melvin Gordon's still there too, though. So
not for long.
Yeah, he will.
I heard he's going to the Rams.
Nah, I don't think so. It's too much money. I think he's making $8 million.
That is a lot of money, isn't it?
The Rams don't have no cap room. But it was interesting. They'd have to give up a player probably. Deshaun Jackson. No, he's not going anywhere.
We wouldn't want him.
They wouldn't trade him.
I mean, I don't think they'd have a problem trading him.
No, they won't. I don't think they're going to trade him. They need him. It's going to change the whole offense. Hey, but you know what this means for fantasy, though, with Cam Akers going down? Wheels up for Stafford, wheels up for the Rams receivers, boys.
I already had him up.
Wheels up, dude.
I got Darrell Henderson at top 5 running back.
I've got Cooper Kupp 12th and Robert Woods 15.
That's fair.
Matt Stafford QB 3. MVP Mr. 5000
Where does Joe Flacco play?
Philly.
I think he's going to end this season as the Phillies starting quarterback.
Why? What makes you say that?
This is the hunch. Bold prediction.
But are you taking shots at Jalen Hurts, or what's this about?
No, I think Joe Flacco's still got some in the tank.
No, he doesn't. Sorry.
Oh, no, I saw him firsthand. Trust me.
Yeah, he played for the Jets last year and was pretty close to looking at the toilet when it's full of stuff.
I was playing football at my old house in the front yard with Peyton.
El Dorado?
Yeah. And I was throwing the football and some
No,
kid.
you were playing it with me.
Oh, was you?
Yeah, I remember he was right. He was right. He was like, hey, you look like
Some
Joe
kid said I look
Flacco.
like Joe Flacco.
Hey, is that Joe Flacco? It's like Aaron with his hat backwards. 6'2", even though Joe Flacco's like 6'6". But you do kind of have some similarities.
I don't think so.
It was pretty funny though, man. We both started cracking up.
Yeah, I almost took off my shirt and wanted to fight him.
Yeah, I gave you a hard time. It was funny though.
That was you, huh? That's interesting.
It wasn't me, yeah. Dang, I forgot about that.
That was a fun time. I think it was because of my arm, how like big it was.
Oh, yeah. Throw power.
Yeah, and accuracy.
I think you were throwing some good balls.
I usually do, man.
Yeah, once you get warmed up, you hit it pretty well.
What can I say, man?
But I want to see it in like 11v11. I'd like to see it. See how you do under pressure.
I'm very elusive on the pocket.
But can you throw accurately on the run?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know. It depends on what's going on. I don't know if I'm good. I have no idea. I like to play catch.
Have you thought about it though? Like
yeah, I mean, I'd
11v11
enjoy
game
it, but it
situation?
depends how like serious like the dads are or whatever, whoever
Like
we're playing.
competitive. Yeah, try hard.
I would be all right, unless they start mouthing off.
Hey,
If I'm not giving them enough, looks.
I'm on your team, man. I'll back you up.
I know, but what if they're like, dude, I've been open this whole time? I was like, Steve, you haven't been open once, dude. You're not even running the right routes, man.
If you were open, you would have had the ball, Buster.
Yeah, I would probably target like our best player the whole time.
Who would that be? DeMarcus Cousins?
That'd be awesome, dude. That'd be a great guy to have on your team.
He's probably bad at football.
No, he's probably good.
I don't know. He's not very. He's kind of. I mean, maybe back in the day, like Sacramento King, DeMarcus.
He's good, man.
But he's not. He's got injury problems. But you good?
What?
You good over there?
I just had to get my head in the fan. It's hot, man.
I mean, I'm good unless you have other things to say.
I want to say a few things.
All right.
I don't have anything to say, man.
All right.
You want me to run it down?
You can run the outro out, yeah.
Thank you for listening and watching another episode of Forget What You Heard. Peace, love, and happiness. Be easy out there.
Toodaloo.
Poodaloo.